Crystals, crystals, crystals. Crystals are so phenomenal. They are they are of the earth. They are our friends. They actually exist inside your body too. Do you know that salt is crystals? Crystals exist in the brain, crystals exist in the blood, crystals exist all over the body and all over the world. Naturally occurring substances that are chock full of not only minerals and healing powers, but you can make elixirs, you can lay them on your body, you can lay them around your workspace, lay them on work that you're working on, you can put them in your car, you can do all sorts of things, and they're already used all over the world. So crystals are phenomenal. You do want to cleanse them and clear them though before you bring them home or before you start to actively work with them or especially lay them on your body. Because they are tape recorders, they absorb all sorts of information that has been throughout all time and space. So you can intend when you cleanse them that only what serves your higher good sticks and that everything else be released. I like to cleanse mine with sea salt, and depending on the crystal, if it's very absorptive, you want to be careful not to put it with water in the salt. It might actually make the crystal fall apart. Depending though. Salt, just regular salt is good in a glass bowl, cup, jar. You want it to be, put salt in the bottom, put your crystal in, and then cover the crystal completely with salt. Put it in the sunlight or full moonlight for several days or weeks until you feel that it's clear. Now you can also put your crystal in the earth. You can dig a little hole, a sacred hole, and put your crystals in the earth, cover that hole up, and just pay attention and listen to when it's time to go and dig them back up. We have a lot of helicopter action here. They're coming for the crystals, they're coming for the crystals. So once you've cleansed them and you've let them soak or be buried, or you can sage them also, and you can also Reiki them, because I know there's been times where I've come into contact with crystals and it tells me that it's clear and that it's charged and it's ready to go, but I'll still be like, well, I want to put my juju on it, I want to make my connection strong with it, so I will hold it and I will Reiki it, I will intend it, and if you're a Reiki master, you can also attune your crystals so they're completely cleared out and attuned and aligned with you. And then once you've created that basic intention of just having them become clear and ready to serve you, then you can also put extra intention in, such as if there's a specific something you're working on healing or creating, manifesting, whatever it might be, you can call on the assistance of that crystal to help you. Crystals contain huge healing properties. They amplify energy. That's their main job, is to amplify energy. So that's why it's so important when you come into contact with new crystals that you cleanse them, clear them, sort of give it just a ground zero, a starting point to begin with. It's like you're hitting the refresh button. Okay, and you're letting the crystal know, like, oh, you have a new owner now, bless you, I'm so glad we're together, and this is the work I want to do with you. So be very specific. I want you also to remember that your crystal is not just from a shop that you got in Silver Lake or in Santa Barbara at some cute little shop or something. It's actually a part of the earth. It's so super powerful. This is a chunk of the earth. Oh my God. So when you work with that crystal, think about not only calling in the healing property of your actual crystal you're working with, but think about it as it's connected to the greater whole. This baby came from a huge chunk of calcite somewhere in Peru. And what you can do is you can tap into that mystical, huge, vibrational, just record of knowledge, of healing, of the wealth of just divine everything by tapping through this little crystal here or through the one that you're working with, no matter how big or small it might be, but call in the homeland of where it comes from to help bring in the amplification. If you're holding a healing circle or you want to heal yourself or others, to call in the divine mystical wisdom of that, not only from the little chunk that you're working with, but from the whole mountain, the whole deep, beautiful earth of where it comes from. And it'll make your meditations, your cooking, if you're cooking with crystals, if you just wear them on a day-to-day basis, you're healing with your clients, it'll make things so beautifully potent. Mwah. Crystals. They're inside of us. They're outside of us. They're our friends. use them wisely. Show them respect. Okay.